Okay, so today we're going to be talking about this incredible story about this guy, Desmond Doss.
Okay.
And I got this source you sent over. It's a YouTube video from the channel Simple History. And it's called The Medic Who Fought a War Without a Weapon.
Right.
And it's about this guy, this combat medic, Desmond Doss, who earned the Medal of Honor, the highest military honor in the U.S., but never fired a shot.
Yeah. It's
I mean, how is that even possible?
it is. It's kind of a wild paradox, right?
Right.
Like you have a combat medic saving lives
Okay.
on the battlefield, but refusing to carry a weapon. So
Yeah, it's very interesting.
yeah, and the video calls him not your typical hero,
Right.
which is a huge understatement. I mean, huge.
Yeah, yeah.
But before we get into that, can we talk about the Medal of Honor a little bit, just so our listeners know?
Yeah, of course.
Like what kind of
Sure.
weight that carries?
Yeah, it's it's not just some like trinket or something. It's the highest military decoration in the United States.
It's given for valor, extraordinary courage,
Yeah.
going above and beyond the call of duty,
Yeah.
frequently at great personal risk.
Yeah.
So when we say that Desmond Doss won this award without ever firing a weapon, it really kind of hits home, right?
Yeah.
It's very...
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And you know what? The video actually says that he saved 75 men
Yeah.
in one battle.
The Battle of Okinawa?
How in the world is that even like I can't even fathom that. I mean, how is
Yeah.
that even possible? I mean,
So this is where his story gets really remarkable.
yeah.
We're talking about the Battle of Okinawa, one of the bloodiest battles of World War II.
Yeah.
Doss, instead of carrying a rifle,
Yeah.
carried a Bible and medical supplies.
Okay, so he was a medic,
Right.
but he refused to even touch a gun. How is that even like I mean, you can imagine what his
I mean,
fellow soldiers were thinking.
yeah, they thought he was crazy.
Right.
Yeah,
Like, what are you doing? You know?
absolutely.
I mean, they must have thought he was nuts.
Yeah, and they were probably very, very apprehensive of him being there.
Right, exactly.
And rightfully so.
Yeah.
But to understand Doss, you have to kind of understand his beliefs.
Right.
He was a devout Seventh-day Adventist,
Okay. What is that?
a faith that really emphasizes pacifism
Okay.
and adherence to the Ten Commandments.
Oh, so this is deep seated.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Deeply held beliefs.
Yeah. And the video talks about how he refused to even train on Saturdays
Right,
because of his Sabbath observance.
right. I mean, it almost got him court-martialed.
Right. He almost
Yeah.
got court-martialed. I mean, the guy's sticking to his principles.
Yeah.
You know? So,
He was not messing around.
no, he wasn't. I mean, it's incredible. So,
Those commandments weren't just like suggestions.
Yeah.
They were how he lived his life.
right.
They were his core. And you can really see that in the video, how this wasn't just like a Sunday thing for him. This was like how he actually lived his life, even in the most dangerous of situations.
So he enlists,
Yeah.
refuses to touch a gun,
Right.
somehow doesn't get kicked out,
Yeah.
and then goes on to save 75 men under enemy fire
Well,
while staying true to his beliefs.
adhering to every single one.
I mean, what does that even... It sounds almost superhuman.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like, what can we take away from this? I think one of the big takeaways is the power of conviction.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
That even in the most
Yeah.
chaotic and violent circumstances,
Yeah.
staying true to your principles can have such a profound impact.
Right.
You know? And this isn't even just about religion. It's about
It's about character.
courage.
Yeah.
It's about duty.
Yeah.
It's about, what it really means to be a hero.
Yeah. And I think about myself in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could do it. I don't think I would have the courage.
It's a tough question, right?
Right. What do you think? I mean, could you?
No, it makes you think, right?
Yeah, that is.
Like, what are we willing to stand up for?
Yeah.
Even when it's hard, even when it seems impossible.
Right.
I think his story challenges us to think about those things.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know. What a deep dive.
Yeah.
We started talking about a combat medic
Yeah.
who wouldn't carry a weapon.
Right.
And somehow we ended up talking about faith and courage and the complexities of war. And
Right.
I mean, there's a lot here.
Yeah. It's a really interesting story.
Yeah. Yeah. I think our listeners are going to have a lot to think about.
I hope so.
Yeah.
His story is one that sticks with you.
Yeah.
It pushes us to think about, our own convictions.
Yeah.
And how those convictions can shape not only our own lives, but the lives of others.
Absolutely. Well, on that note,
Yeah.
we're going to wrap this one up. But stay tuned, folks. We're going to have plenty more deep dives coming soon.
Sounds good.
All right.
See you next time.
See you later.